are you? Come no closer! Who are you? Come no closer!
What's this? Only pawns? What's that dullard playing at? Suppose it's all the same. The cargo's all I need to get the job done. In you get then. What's this? I suppose it's all the same. Oh, it's cold out. Fie, I'm tired. Empty. Forgot to buy more drink. Could do with a proper meal. What was that? Fie. Now I'm jumping at shadows.
We're under attack! Don't just stand there! Protect the cart! Drive the fiends back!
You're not a pawn? Fie! What do you want? I'm not taking you anywhere. Away with you.
"'Tis a glad thing we rested when we did."
We must not let down our guard.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
See, where to next?
Shall we get some rest then? I witnessed a stunning display of archery on my... Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
A new day, a new perspective. Tis dark enough to warrant the use of your lantern, Master.
How fare my fine passengers this evening? Don't know why I'm asking, you never answer. Suppose you'll just...
Who are you? Come no closer!
Ma... Master, I have experienced that quest on a journey beyond the dead. If you require guidance, you have but to ask.
Look around if you must.
Some of us get
But be sure to buy time.
We have arrived.
Well met, sir. You'll be glad to know that I finally finished my reading of that grimoire we spoke of. Which brings me to a curious point. There's a favor I'd ask of you. What happened to my eye? Oh, never mind the bandage. 'Tis nothing serious. Now, as I was saying, I'd like for you to find the grimoire's second volume for me. 'Twould seem 'tis part of a set, and will only reveal its true power when both tomes are in hand. The copy I've heard tell that its twin can be found in a queer little shop in Vermont. Alas, passing through the border checkpoint is no simple matter for a humble merchant like myself. But you, sir, I dare say you are not of Batal. Then you ought have no trouble passing through the checkpoint. I implore you, find that second volume for me. All I want is to give my family a decent life, the life they deserve. This is my
A strange little shop in Vermont, is it? I wonder...
Mother, quick! Over here!
Beg pardon, sir, but I must ask you to stop aiding my husband. He lost his eye while reading that grimoire.
His eye!
I can't bear to see him involved with that fell thing anymore. But he refuses to listen to me.
He's been saying not to worry, that he'll make us more money soon. 'Tis as if he's lost his mind how much he repeats it. 'Tis all my fault, Mother. He's only been like this since I said I wished we had an easier life.
No, 'tisn't, dear, and don't you fret. Your father, he'll be back to his old self before you know it. Pray, sir, seek out that grimoire if you must, but do not give it to my husband. I beg of you.
Ought we to give Sir Isaac the grimoire as he requested? 'Tis a quandary indeed.
I regret to say that I am at a loss.
My feet next. I think I've earned a rest.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint. Rest can't let you on till you've paid.
Come on, have at it.
Everyone else can't rest.
We trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. A campsite lies near here. I remember passing by it on my travels beyond the rift. Shall I guide us to it? At last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
I quite agree.
You're not putting in here on that.
Do as I please. Let 'em try and stop me.
Is this some manner of trial?
Reckon your roads, trade towns, can make you right sick of crowds. But here, at least, you... Many thanks.
We have acquired the grimoire entitled On the Transference of Souls, just as Sir Isaac requested. Will we be delivering it to him? The choice is yours to make, Master, but let us speak with him either way. If you would be so kind as to follow me.
Welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, this little shop of mine deals. If you think me a liar, then buy some. Thing and see that. Hope to see you again.
Not good will come of this.
I swear I've never slept better.
So, you seek to go on through.
Mayhap dreams will reveal to you.
Who can make some decent coinage?
This ox is like to eat. This ox want on, you'll need to pay.
Drop all your valuables.
Out of the car, quickly now.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
One of us has been drenched.
A flawless execution.
Let us try for this.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you found the second volume of On the Transference of Souls, perchance? Fortune smiles upon me at last. With this, my shop's prosperity is all but assured. Thank you, Sir Arisen. Oh, thank you. Perhaps you'd care to join me. Come, bear witness to this momentous occasion.
We ought to follow close behind.
Interested in my wares? Lots to do and precious little time. Somehow my feet always carries me today.
This is it. This is the moment I've been preparing for.
Dear, is this truly safe? I'm afeard of what's to come.
Have faith, my darling. All is well. You need only stand there and watch.
Father, you don't need to do this. I'm happy with our life as 'tis now.
'Tis good to hear you say that, my daughter. But I've come too far. I must see this through. I believe I need only... Ha! I did it! I did it! Now, what do we have here? 'Tis sand. Sand as could be found anywhere. I suppose 'twas foolish to hope that our fortunes could be turned so easily. Well, I've learnt my lesson. No more of this grimoire nonsense for me. I'll settle for being a humble apothecary after all. If you'll still have me, my dears. My dears? Esmeralda? Raelia? Where could they have gone? This is my daughter's. And here's my wife's wedding ring. Why would they be buried here in the sand? Unless... Nay, it couldn't be. My wife and daughter vanished for this? Piles of sand? No, of course not. Their patience with me simply ran thin. They run off somewhere, that's all. I'm sure I'll just have to find them. Come back, my dears! I was a fool!
To think this was the conclusion that awaited us. It seems we were wrong to indulge Sir Isaac after all.
'Tis a most unfortunate turn of events.
Oh no!
Come, I'll... lead the way.
my wares? Hoy, looking to no need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've pleasure doing business.
I shall do as you say.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all.
Only fools and urchins boast the red wine.
Enjoy life wearing them.
I believe this is intended as a means of transport. It would be interesting to see where it might take us.
I dare say there'd be no harm in using this.
Here we are.
My heart beat pounds in my ears. My gut writhes like a nest of snakes. Extraordinary. This is the potency of the Chimera's venom. I feel more symptoms developing even as I speak. The poison must be entering its final stages. Allow me to thank you ere I lose consciousness. Once again, your assistance has proven invaluable. Thank you for your help, my friend. Few would have deigned to give me the time of day.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
This ain't my problem.
Well met.
This place fills me with unbidden pleasure.
Interested in my wares?
Barely drag my ass out of bed. I trust you're bothering me for...
I long for the times when I was always on my feet. Oh, word. I've not seen a critter like that before.
This is private land. You've no business here. Begone!
I've a duty to attend to.
Cannot seem to place it.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
Are you in need of healing, Arisen? We fight. To arms!
By all means.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
True enough.
I think not.
We've little need for a campsite at present.
'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises.
Who are you? No, never mind, 'tis of little import. I'm searching for blue crystal shards. Find any, and I'll pay you handsomely. The bigger they are, the higher your reward will be.
Truly?
task my master set for me.
Splendid.
Well, have you found any blue crystal shards? Is that all? Tiny fragments such as these aren't nearly good enough. Still, I expect I'll find a use for them. Here, take your coin and be gone. 'Tis a god's sway. Well, to be precise, the crystalline substance from which 'tis made. By refining such crystals, anyone can attain the power of the Arisen. The power to command pawns, that is. However, small fragments are meaningless. They cannot contend with the Arisen's power, you see. Speaking of which, should you find any large fragments, bring them to me, won't you? Though that might be difficult. We've scoured this area quite thoroughly, I should think. 'Tis possible larger shards may have been mistaken for jewels and carried off by scavengers or collectors or some such. Mayhap one such as the Oracle or the Dragon Forged would be able to aid you in locating them. I can tell you no more than that.
Let me get that.
Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. I myself learned the art by deciphering ancient texts. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit. You may be pitted against the dragon, yet its fate is yours to share. The dragon is the embodiment of destructive force, though this does not mean that it is evil. Understand this: the concepts of good and evil are mortal inventions, and thus cannot be applied to the dragon. It is a being of a higher order, as are ye. Now that the dragon has marked ye, setting ye apart from your fellows. The Arisen is a transcendent being, always chosen by the dragon. It marks for itself the individual who must fell it. Thus, when the dragon is made manifest, so too is an Arisen. And should that Arisen fall, another shall rise in their place. The cycle is doomed to continue till the dragon is felled, for that is what the will of this world has ordained. I am the husk of he who was once Arisen. My final battle against the dragon culminated in the loss of the will that should have seen me bring the creature low. Thus, as the Arisen is defined by the strength of their will, from that moment on I was Arisen no longer. Such is the world's will. I dare say it compels me e'en now to impart upon ye all the knowledge I possess. The Godsway, forgive me, but I've ne'er heard of such a thing. However,
Some years past, a sorcerer of Batal came to me seeking knowledge of the dragon, just as ye have. Faces, sir, I believed he called himself. It appeared his intent was to alter the will of the world through mortal means. Perhaps there is some connection. Ye need not seek the dragon. It will find ye. Aye, make no mistake. The dragon will appear before ye when the time is come. Still, I suppose I can tell ye about a rumor I heard the other day. Apparently, a dragon was sighted in Harv village, though I am not sure I believe it. After all, now that ye have been marked as arisen, the dragon ought next appear before ye at the appointed time. So it stands to reason that e'en if a creature of draconic aspect and destructive powers did appear in that village, 'twas no dragon. A mockery of one, perhaps, but not the dragon true. The substance of which ye speak is formed of crystallized droplets of dragon blood. Worm's life crystals can be obtained not only from the true red dragon, but from lower drakes as well. They retain a measure of draconic power, and when used correctly, will bestow upon ye powers that eclipse the will of this world. Then go, but visit me again when ye have spilled draconic blood. Since times of eld, dragon blood. Remember, draconic blood flows through. Then I bid ye farewell. What a fell curse 'tis to be.
Tis possible mayhap one such as the Oracle, or the... Tis possible larger shards mayhap one such as the Oracle, or the...
So you're the one Benjamin sent to get the whelp to talk, eh? Well, go on then. Don't dawdle, and I'll thank you not to distract the jailers from their charge.
We shall await you here, Master.
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it. As soon as my shift's done, I'll go to the tavern.
We'll see if you can escape me a second time.
Who are you supposed to be then, eh? Quit staring. Wait, you're one of the ones that came crawling into our hideout. Ha! Ain't funny, really. But seeing you's reminding me of that bleeding runt's face. I'm talking about Hugo, of course. Didn't you hear him sobbing as we left? Lanzo, why? Boo-hoo! Bet he's still crying over it, eh? Like a babe without its mum. Of course, Lanzo's already forgotten about the poor sod. Was right glad to be rid of him, truth be told.
That blackguard. Oh, it tells me there's more to his tale. Not sure I can stomach it, mind.
Hugo's been following Lanzo around ever since he was a kid. Wouldn't quit it, neither. Even when it got him a beating. Still, there's a use for whelps like him. Guards aren't like to throw a brat in jail for pocketing a few trinkets, eh? They can earn their own living that way. When one shop starts getting suspicious, they just move on to another. Easy pickings for a kid. And having a few whelps along makes setting up in a new town a trice. The guards don't suspect a thing. But Hugo had gotten too big for that, see? We'd run out of uses for him. Well, save throwing him to the dogs, so as we could make our escape. Hard to believe the lad never figured out we was using him. Real loggerhead, that one. Did he ever tell you his story? About how his parents were killed by brigands or some such? Couldn't be more obvious who that was, eh? Ah, his mum was a comely lass. Don't remember a thing about his da. We roughed them up, had a bit of fun. Emptied their purses and the like. Lanzo slit their throats himself. It was hard not to laugh, watching daft little Hugo grow up, hanging off Lanzo's bootstraps and never questioning a damn thing. We've a new hideout now, over on the ancient battleground. Aye, I ain't afraid to tell you that. I might owe Lanzo a favour or two, but not enough to rot in here for him. In fact, why don't you go pay him a visit, eh? Ain't right that I'm the only one in this hole. With a new hideout now, ain't fair for me to be the only one with...
Seems we've heard all this scum has to offer. Makes you sick, doesn't it?
What do you want now? What? He said... What? That can't be right. But... if he did that to me... then what about all those kids? He can't have killed all their parents too. Can he? No. Tell me it's all a lie, damn you!
Aye, what can I do for you? Oh, you want the bandit whelp released, do you? I suppose I could consider it. Aye, being head jailer has its privileges. I could accommodate such a request if I were so inclined. Of course, you'd need to prove your integrity first. I can't go around unlocking cells for just anyone. Aye, you've made your case well. I'll see to it that the request for the lad's release is put through. But you might have to be patient. One cannot rush these things.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
I believe I know whom we must seek. I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
By and large, the people of Bagbatal seem to adore their benevolent empress.
Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion. Her Majesty offers up a prayer alongside her people every single day.
Vermon's people bear no such love for their Queen Regent. Though, of course, they have their reasons. A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust.
Not a care
Well
in the
met.
world, just as it should be.
Too much. This looks as good a place as any. Am I shedding? Must be my winter coat. Must be pretty kind in this crowd. Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all. What was it
I only hope my best is good enough.
Some will buy It's been a hard day.
Thank you again, my friend.
Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
I did my best to match your skill, Master.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. One of our number is unconscious. Focus your strength, Arisen.
One might confidently call that a resounding. Victory.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
We've got them on the run.
'Tis the mark of a champion to prevail with weapon sheathed.
Oft do we call on you to carry the burden you cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.